What's going on, guys? Hope you guys have had a very good week so far. This video is going to be pretty awesome. If you don't already know, I'm currently building a DTC private label supplement brand. This was the first 2 days of testing, as you can see here. I'll refresh it. You know what, let's get crazy today. Not once, but twice. And while some of this pretty successful, I like to deem it a successful test, can be attributed to good creatives, which we'll be making in this video, I like to believe that the overall creation of the brand from start to finish is why it did so well the first couple days. This was all static ads on Meta as well. If you want to see the campaign setup and what the results looks like metric wise, go watch my last video. While I can't break down this exact supplement funnel to you guys because unfortunately there's a lot of people out there that will rip everything that I make one of one, I'm going to be copying that exact funnel over into a mock brand of sorts in this video. So I've already picked 2 products we're going to be using from Supplemental. This is where I'm sourcing my supplements from. Great margins. As you can see, this one's going for $7 before shipping. You could sell it for $30, $40. Mine is being sold for $40 for a single unit. But today we're going to be experimenting with 2 products kind of bundled in a way in one store. And we're going to be doing that because Atlas AI, the absolute best AI store builder, just released their multi-product feature, meaning you can go here and select multiple products. This is my mock brand source. As you can see, we have this, if you know, you know. And then I just landed a deal selling merchandise for a NASCAR sponsor, which is really cool. And this is kind of some testing stuff I was doing there. But we're going to be using the multi-product feature for Atlas AI. But before we do that, we have to have products. We have to have product photos. So that is the first thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be making labels for this bone and heart support and this Breathe Clear soap. And I might be thinking, Adam, there is no possible way you can link these 2 together. That is what you might think, but our friend GPT might say something different. So we need a couple things here. We need a brand name and we need different product titles. Now, what do you mean by that, Adam? Let me tell you, a lot of people see me using Supplemental, so they go on a Supplemental and they find something like Breathe Clear soap, and then they come up with a brand name and they call their product brand name Breathe Clear soap. Not good. That's not what you want to do. It's too basic and people can copy you, and there are probably already people out there, I'd be willing to bet, running this currently, as well as this. I know for a fact there are people out here running this currently. So we're going to be rebranding the entire supplement. It's very simple. I'm going to go to GPT. I'm going to say, I want to start a supplement brand. I am using bone and heart support capsules from Supplemental along with, what's this called? Breathe Clear soap. I want to sell these in tandem, and I want them to have different product names than the default Supplemental titles I just gave you. Please identify a matching ICP, ideal customer profile, for either of these products and give them new, unique names to use that would make them viable to be sold together. That is the prompt. It's a pretty hefty prompt, but as you can see, it's going to go here. This is going to give us an ICP. You need to have an ICP. If you guys don't already know, I am writing a book on this. This is the kind of draft for the book. So far, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters in. But this right here, while I can't show it, goes over ICP. How do I identify an ICP? And selling based on that ICP. So here it's going to give us an ICP for mature peak performers, age range 35 to 55, holistic, preventative, and high performance wellness, mid to high income earners, professionals or entrepreneurs, psychographics right here. They don't just want to look better, they want to feel aligned, clear, and protect from the inside out. Here's a brand positioning angle, which is nice. Some brand name ideas, which we didn't ask for yet, but we just wanted the names to be rebranded. So here, the soap, Airwake, can be decent. Clear Eyes Zen Breath Bar. And this positioning opens your breath, supports your bones and cardiovascular health. All right, so we can name it. I don't like the foundation stack. I'm going to go with the wellness stack. So the wellness stack is what I'm going to go for. That's going to be the plan. I'm going to say now I need a brand name. Make it short. 4 letters or less. It can be an abbreviation of a more meaningful on topic word. And it's going to give me some brand name ideas. We're going to see if we can pick one. Ox is not bad. Oxygen activation. I don't like core. Blue. Give me more 4 letters. Get some more 4-letter names. Aura, Voxa, Kira, Tova, Style, Avira. Let's go with... I'm gonna go with Voxa. I like Voxa. So now we have a brand name, which is really all we need to design the labels. Now, labels. Let's do that. Very, very simple. Simple gives you Canva templates. Open this in the editor. We need to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is delete quite literally everything except for this. Now we need our brand name. If you see me do this before, you don't really need to watch this part, not gonna lie. It's kind of irrelevant, but this is how I make my labels. Very, very simple. Just a completely sideways brand name. Super simple design. Super straightforward, just like this. Which you're gonna have a little bit of a description down here if it's something super niche, which I'm gonna leave this description. And then normally I put the Suppleful HQ address here, and then of course your brand email. But we need to identify a brand color. So we're gonna go for a very holistic wellness kind of psychic sort of vibe. So colors for that, I feel like you wouldn't really go for a super manly masculine color like dark brown or something like that, but you could go for earthy tones. But I'm gonna switch it up. I usually do earthy tones. I'm not gonna do an earthy tone today. I'm going to make it, let's see, we could try I want to do a super pastel color. Could try purple like this, and then this would be white. Nice. And I'm actually going to use my favorite font for this. Again, I use this font for literally every supplement ever, whether that's a coaching student supplement or my own. We all use the same font for the most part. It is Anton. It is fantastic for this method for creating a label. But from there, we're already off to a pretty decent start. I'm going to go ahead and create a square, drag it down, do this and this, put this up a little bit, and then just go ahead and make this here white. Just like that. Already looking pretty decent. I'm going to mess with the spacing a little bit. I'll change this from dietary to holistic supplement, so it's a little more niche. We're gonna have this right there, and it's looking pretty good already. So we're going to download this normal size. We're going to go to PDF print. We're gonna flatten it and then download it, and allow that. Then you can upload the PDF here. And then once that loads, it's going to give us a mock-up, and we're going to use that mock-up as a reference photo for GPT. So as you can see, there's no space up here and there's too much down here. So we're gonna make a quick change. And go here and just do this. Then we're gonna re-upload it and it should look good. And once we uploaded that second label, it looks good. It is very, very, very evenly spaced. Now this is going to be our reference image for GPT. Let me put you guys onto some straight sauce on how to get almost perfect GPT photos every single time. So the first thing you're gonna need is a reference photo like this. You're going to want to take it to Canva into a project like this. So a project where you just have a 1x1 square. You want to go ahead and paste that front-facing supplement image here. Use the magic eraser tool to get rid of all of the supplement facts on the side. It's okay if it makes the bottle look a little bit weird. That doesn't really matter too much. I'll show you exactly why. But we're going to be getting rid of the supplement facts on the side because it's not very aesthetically pleasing on a main product photo. You're then going to take this photo, screenshot said photo, just like this, and take it and put it into GPT, just like this. And you're going to do two more things. Back into Canva, another screenshot, close-up of the text on your label here. So we're just going to do for big words. Put this here. Nobody's showing you this. I'm the only one showing you this. Little words, bring it here. And then last but not least, you're going to screenshot the little words at the bottom and then drag it in. So now you have all these reference points, and now you're going to type a very, very specific prompt. You're going to say, this is my supplement mockup. I want a very, very clear main product photo shot with 0 textual mistakes. If I give you specific details, can you turn my prompt into a JSON prompt to feed back to you? So instead of just giving it a textual prompt, we're going to give it a JSON prompt, which makes it a lot more specific, So now we're going to say, make the bottle glossy. Please keep the label exactly like the reference photos shown, please. I said please twice. Shown. Put it in a light purple studio. Very high quality. Think professional supplement brand. We're going to say heavy white lighting coming down from above. Please turn that into JSON, and it's going to turn it into a JSON code. All right. Keep it vertical like in the reference photos. Can you please use the reference in the prompt? All right. Boom. Then we're going to go ahead and give it the JSON, and it should look something like this, and it's going to go ahead and generate. After going back and forth with GPT, here's what we got. So this was the first rendition. It looked a little bit off, and it completely butchered most of the text. So I just said, hey, you messed this up. And it tried again, another JSON. And it was very, very close, but I messed up a couple words. And I was just noticing how close these are to this and how it kind of throws the whole vibe off. And to be completely honest with you guys, the supplement that I'm running, same label as this. I don't have any text on it at all, except for a very explicit X supplement at the bottom. So this says holistic supplement to let you know what it does. That it's a wellness supplement, and that's all that I have. So then I just out of curiosity, I said, I want to see what it looks like without the bone and cardiovascular health text. Can you remove it? And it gave me this, which obviously messed up capsules. So I said, hey, just needs to look like this, reiterated, and it gave me this very, very, very clean image. And I think we're going to roll with this for the final label. So I went ahead and I pasted this into our brand file here, and really quickly, we're going to do the same exact thing for the soap. So Canva editor, view template, open an editor, make sure I have this color code just kind of memorized so I can be quick here. Copy this here. So again, let's get rid of this, all this, all this. We're gonna go ahead and paste the color code. There, looks nice. And then go on to, honestly, we don't have to do this. We can just copy this and paste it here. Just paste this, make it a little bit smaller. And there are some things you legally have to keep on supplements. So you have to keep this bottom part here, holistic supplement or whatever you want to put. And you have to keep the net weight if that applies to you. So make sure you do not remove those. Everything else is fair game. You can remove. So we'll go ahead and do this, make it white. And since it's overlapping some of the text, well, I guess it isn't. If it was, I was going to position it behind it, but it's not overlapping, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and center this. This looks decent. Now I'm going to create a mock-up with this. So again, same thing, share, download, PDF for print, flatten, download. And we're going to put it on the soap. And now we're going to sit and wait until that is done. And it doesn't look half bad, but if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I know how to make this look much better very quickly. We're going to make this horizontal, just like this. I've never sold soap before. I only sell capsules. So I guess my vertical method doesn't look as good for soap, but Weeball. Let's try it again. Print, flatten. And this looks a million times better. All right, and what happened was, let me scroll up a little bit. I'd mixed the two products with the first generation, so I said, hey, you mixed them, and it said, my bad, here's a new JSON. And then I said this, and it messed this number up, so I said, you need to get the number right. And then I did it again, and it looked good, but it says 18 grams instead of 113. So it regenerated this. I just said it's 113, I fixed it. With JSON, the mistakes are a lot more precise. You will not run into the issue where it fixes one thing and breaks another. So this is a very, very nice final rendition for this product. So I'm going to copy it and then paste it onto the same file. And before we upload these as products, I'm going to do something really quick that not a lot of people do. They'll just do the GPT images and they'll leave it at that. But there is always improvement to be made. No matter what supplement you're running, always make a duplicate, remove the background, make sure that's centered properly. And then on the layer right here, that's just the bottle, mess with the saturation a little bit, mess with the vibrance. It seriously does make a difference. You most of the time won't have to mess with the brightness too much, but maybe turning highlights up a bit. As you can see, it just makes this the smallest bit of a difference. And it gives it that extra final, really good, super clean touch. Same thing here. I want these two backgrounds to be congruent with each other. So what I'm going to do is same thing, remove the background. And then I'm going to actually select the back one so I can edit the background. And I'm going to try to match that purple a little bit better. I think if I were to make it brighter, then maybe move some saturation away like this. Oh yeah, I got an eye for this, don't I? Like this, it's a lot more congruent. And then again, just mess with the saturation a bit. It is soap, so it's a little bit different, but I'll turn this up a bit. And within 15 minutes or so, you have two absolutely gorgeous product images along with these two. So I'm going to go ahead and upload these into Atlas AI after I upload them as products. So I'm going to show you guys how to generate the store in less than like 2 minutes. All right, so we are over on Atlas AI. All I'm going to do is I'm, of course, in our store builder section here. I'm going to click Shopify, select the two supplements I want to generate, and it's going to make the store. That's it. There is nothing else to do. It's going to craft it for me. It's going to show me what it looks like. I'm going to be able to edit quite literally every single part of it. You have two options. You can either edit within the app, or you can just save the store as is and go inside the online store tab and edit it that way, which I prefer to do just because that interface is much more familiar to me. But they have pretty much every single feature you could ask for. There is no need to download any other supporting apps once you have this app. While this loads, I'll kind of show you guys without clicking because I don't want to stop this from generating. But they have bundle deals, cart upsells. They even do AI product photos if you want to try that out. They just released some super cool upgrades for the cart upsells. I'll show you guys that in a bit, but it's, again, fully customizable. Their whole thing is customization. It's all perfect. And this is about done. So within, what was that, like 30 seconds? I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. All right, so we have our first product page here. There are a lot of color presets, which are again fully customizable. And then I'm going to mess with the custom colors. So I'll do a, what if I were to do a, yeah, I like this, like a white and purple kind of look. So all of this is going to be purple, and this could be a deeper purple as well. Something like, yeah, looks great. One for all pages, and it has just imported my store. So I'm gonna go ahead and publish the store so I can edit it within the actual Shopify UI. As you can see, it is going to be uploading right now. This is, while I wait, I'm gonna show you guys this. This is the what I have so far for the NASCAR deal I'm working on, Registics Racing. Go ahead and follow them on Instagram at Registics Racing. Obviously, default imported these products. These will not be here, but this is super cool. This is a NASCAR sponsor that is wanting to sell some merchandise, so I put this together for them. I think it looks really, really nice. We are far from done, but yeah, pretty sick stuff that I have going on. That's why I've been uploading as much, just because I've had so much on my plate. But we've uploaded it, and within seconds, we have this store. This multi-product store looks super, super cool. Obviously, it brought over my other products, but we're gonna ignore those for now. And if you've seen my other videos, you're well aware of the customization options that Atlas offers. But if you aren't, I'm going to tell you again. I like starting every single store out by removing the things that I do not need. So again, I just, personal preference, don't like scrolling bars. I'm going to remove these scrolling bars. Then as you scroll down, these are super cool. I like to keep these a lot. This is one of my favorite features on Atlas. I love these. These are actively moving once you refresh the page. I don't know if you guys saw it when I scrolled down, but it's pretty sick. I don't like this section personally, just this long banner of images. Not really my thing. I'm getting pranked by Shopify right now, fun fact. They're not letting me delete this. But let me make sure this whole thing is selected. Move that. This is cool. I like this. This is cool. I do not like the space bar, just a preference thing. Looks beautiful, but it's just not the kind of style that I like to have for my stores. But nice, of course, your FAQ. And this is just overall, like, indisputably a super, super clean store. And it was generated within seconds. Very, very cool. However, since the supplement I'm currently selling is in capsule form just like this, we're going to be focusing on this one, and we're going to be using the soap as a cart upsell, which Atlas offers inside of the app. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that in just a second. But first and foremost, I went ahead and went into this product page and made things look absolutely beautiful. My computer is being really laggy right now. I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm on my MacBook, so that might be why. But this is already looking quite nice. We just need some images. But before we do images, I do want to get the cart upsell set up and the bundles as well. So very simple. All you're going to want to do is go to Atlas Bundle Deals and create your bundle. So I'm going to do a volume discount. I love volume discounts. I'm going to mirror the exact offer that I have for the supplement that I am currently selling. So name doesn't really matter. Bundle title, controversial opinion, I delete that 99% of the time. Add to cart is fine. All products, these specific products, select products, and we're going to select the formula. I'm going to keep this all the same. Buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. Not going to go any further than buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. Buy 1, I want to go with 1 bottle. And if you're selling a supplement, please mirror this. Very, very good. I'm not going to capitalize this. 1 month supply. Badge type none. Regular price, no discount. People are getting way too comfortable offering discounts on every single supplement. Make this make any sense. If you're selling a health supplement and you're claiming it works, why are you offering 50% off of 1 bottle? Why? What does that say about the quality of your supplement? I've never, ever understood that. But I'm going to go ahead and same thing, 2 bottles. Double up and join savings, that's fine. Offer label, again, 2-1 supply. People have a hard time understanding why they need 2 bottles of a supplement. Letting them know how long this is going to last them really, really puts into perspective why they would be buying more than 1. So again, 3 bottles. I would not recommend going more than 3. I mean, you can if you want. But at that point, just activate a subscription offer, which I can make a video on if you guys want. I'm actually starting my first subscription store now. So I'm not that experienced in it yet, but I am learning, so I can make a video of that if you guys want to. Just have a very simple quantity discount, just like this. Now we're going to use their free gift option to offer the wellness bar for every single order, either 2 bottles or up. So 2 bottles, let's go ahead and open that up. Free gifts, we're gonna add a free gift right here. Open this up, select the product, wellness bar, done. Text, free gift, we're gonna change that to free wellness bar. How cool. Same thing here. Add free gift. Open it up. Select product. Wellness bar. Add free wellness bar. Very, very cool. Looking quite good. 1, 2, and 3. So we have the supply to put into perspective why they would buy more than 1, 2, and then 3. Now I am going to change this here because I hate the big colorful recommended bar. So I am going to get rid of that. I'm going to shoot for the middle offer here. Badge type. I just like something simple, like most popular or best choice. So I'll just do most popular. That's probably my favorite. Then we'll publish the bundle. When we go here, the default bundle will be here, but when I refresh it, it should be completely customized. Nice. Now I got a sick looking bundle. And real quick, let's set up the cart upsell. I want to cart upsell the wellness bar on anybody who does not take it on 1 or even double up on 2 and 3. So we're going to go to cart upsells. We're going to change the status to enabled. It's fully customizable, but luckily we didn't have to touch most of this because it's already very, very decent as is. Let's go to product upsells down here. And you might also like is fine. Button text add. Shows the product already in cart. We're going to deselect this so it's actually only showed to people who are only buying one. So we're going to attempt to upsell this, and it might make them go back and get it for free if they really like it. So we're going to make the trigger product, not all products, we're going to make it specifically the wellness formula. Upsell product obviously going to be the wellness bar, which is priced currently at $10, and it's here in the cart as well. They can add that very, very easily. I'm going to change the background color to, I'm just going to go with white. Looks super clean. It is looking very, very nice. And now we're going to test it. So theoretically, if we were to do 2 or 3 bottles, it would not give us the upsell. Sick. It just says it's for free, and then 2 of these for 72. Now, if we click 1, it is going to give us the upsell. Sick. You might also like add that here. They're going to add this and be like, wait a minute, I might as well just get 2 at this point. Let me exit out, go back, and get 2. That's pretty sick. This is all done. Now it is time to handle the remaining images on the website. So it would be all of these. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 separate images to use throughout the website. Then I'm going to show you guys how to set up a very effective hook test campaign for a supplement like this. It really does not take that long. We need 4 images. So what 4 images should we do? People tend to struggle a lot when it's a supplement. They'll just find stock photos of like people smiling or something. Not really the way you want to go about it. You do not want this photo to be repeated anywhere else down the website. So you do have to get a bit creative. And this is where things like Pinterest come in. Look at this. If you go to Pinterest and you just look up supplement product photos, you'll get a bunch of insane inspiration, which you can feed to GPT to give you some really, really, really neat photo ideas. But I'm not going to use these quite yet. All I'm going to do for now is just paste my reference photo in here. And I'm going to say, this photo has tan colored capsules. Can you please give me a direct top-down shot of this product with the lid off? Direct bird's eye view. Same purple studio. And this is going to be image number 1. I love this shot personally. And then we were given an image like this. This looks so incredibly professional. Looks so good. So we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it into the Canva file. And we're going to mess a little bit with some of the saturation. Again, same thing I said. Just copy it. Remove the background on the duplicate. And then you can mess with whatever you need to. So I'm going to mess with the background here. I'm just going to make it a little bit more vibrant, just a little bit more playful here, something like that. Then that is our image number 1. Now image number 2, I'm going to say, now take one of the capsules by itself and create an image of it cracked open on the floor of the studio. Super high quality lighting. And we're going to let that generate. And it gives us an image just like this. Looks very, very nice. So again, just same protocol here, copying it over, pasting it here. And then gonna do a bit of a duplication. Shots like this are a little bit harder to get down when it comes to making background. Looks nice though. So we're gonna put that back over. Boom, 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 boom. A little more saturated. Nice. Now we have 2 out of the 4. Pretty cool looking. So we need, let me go back here. We need 1 shot here. 1 shot here. Then we need, this is a very important one. So I'm going to do, take a hand, well, actually frame it differently. Create a shot of a hand coming up bottom of the screen and holding a capsule between the thumb and pointer finger. Same purple studio, super high quality advertisement. Whoa, butchered that word. And we'll let that generate. And we are left with this photo, which again looks super great, but the purple color is a little bit off. So you guessed it, we are going to go here and color match the purple properly, which is going to look something like this. Put this here. Duplication, background remover. Position that backwards, and then we're going to do our best here to match the purples, which they really aren't far off at all. I was being a bit dramatic. Just something like that will make it look incredibly good. So now we have all of these pictures. And the last one that we need is a guarantee. We're not actually going to generate something like that. We're going to go in here and we're going to type in guarantee. We're going to find a clean 30-day guarantee graphic, something like this. Gonna go in here and we're going to color match this to the website and export it transparently so it looks good. If you don't export it transparently, it's gonna look like crap. But this will look good in white since the background is already purple. So we're gonna go here and make this completely white, and you will see very soon that when exported properly, it will be it'll be very good looking. Just to confirm, I want to make sure this is not. See, look, this is both white. So I'm actually not, unless I can set this to transparent, which I do not believe I can. No, I'm not going to use this one because it would not export properly. So I believe this one will. It will. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make this one white, make it very large, this big. And these are all of our photos. This is our brand palette. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's not that hard. So pages 3 through 6 we're going to export. Let's use 3 through 5 first. We'll do 3 through 6 because none of them have detached backgrounds. We can do transparent background for all of them, and I believe they will still all come out the way that I want them to. Hopefully. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and import all these into their right positions and show you guys exactly what it looks like. Alright, I have imported all the images. I have it in mobile view for you guys just to see what it's going to look like on a phone. Super high quality product photo. Scroll down a bit. Great little, let me turn this off. Great little bundle offer here. With the free gift on the bottom, and then of course the card upsells, which I've already showed you. Scroll down a bit more, some copy, beautiful image here that we created. Scroll down a bit more, cool little percentage bar, beautiful. Little before and after. You'd have to edit some things like the My Store, obviously change that to make it a bit more branded. Cool here, very cool image here. Keep scrolling. You'd put your reviews here. Keep scrolling. Wonderful image here to complete it, and then this very neat, completely transparent, 100% money back guarantee photo, which is very, very cool. With this theme, it is very plug and play, but there are some things you have to fill in, like you saw the reviews. I just put the logo in as well, changed some things like this, but this is essentially what a fully built out product page would look like, and this also follows the style that my current product page follows with the supplement that I'm currently selling. So this is almost a direct representation of the product photo and a lot of the site photos as well. Of course, there's always the question of marketing. Nobody's going to see the website if the ads do not get clicks. So how in the world do your ads get clicks? I showed you guys in the last video. That was like the most transparent ads manager video on the internet. But I will repeat myself a little bit and how I would do it for this. So a good way, if you watch Andres on YouTube, shout out Andres, you put me onto this, it works very, very well. A good way to prove your hooks before you dedicate to make full head-on ads is by running small hook tests in your meta campaign. Hook tests are quite literally just blank white pages like this with hooks typed out on them with $2 to $3 in spend ran to them in an ABO campaign. It's that simple, it's that easy. Now, as far as writing hooks, it's a little deeper. Of course, this was just a quick little mock brand speedrun to show you guys the funnel or the product page style that I use for the supplement I'm currently running. But when it comes to actually understanding how to write hooks, you have to follow an SOP similar to this one, which I unfortunately cannot show because that would be mean to my coaching students who get this included with the program. So, not going to show this, but in Brand Foundation, I pretty much say you have to establish an ICP. You have to establish an ideal customer profile. You have to understand who you are selling to. You will take their ages, genders, traits, stuff like that, write them down, and this helps you with hooks, with writing site copy, with writing ad copy. The rabbit hole goes really deep. There's only so much I can show in a 30-minute YouTube video. So, if you've watched it this far and you want personal help building things that take actual time and have actual strategy behind them, click the first link in the description to work with me one-on-one. You will not stop working with me until you make all your money back in complete profit. But anyways, hook tests. If I had to come up with a quick ICP for this product, what would I do? Well, it's a holistic wellness supplement. So the point of taking the supplement is to de-stress. That's the point of holistic supplements. It's people who are a little bit psychic, who are a little bit, I don't want to say cuckoo, but cuckoo. We're gonna go ahead and just import a normal text box. I'm not even gonna use Anton. I'm just going to use default. I don't even know. I'll just use a subheading, whatever. So subheading, you have a hook like, and holistic is also very good for people who want natural ways to remediate sicknesses. So we can say something like, obviously it's going to be adults, working class adults that care about holistic stuff. So something like, tired of calling in sick every other week. Your paycheck is be made. We created a natural formula to fix that. So this is a question hook. This is asking the potential customer a question that they answer in their mind and then providing them with a solution. So something like this. And I know it sounds stupid, but don't knock it until you try it. Seriously, write some hooks on some blank pieces of media like this. Just run $2 to $3 in ad spend to them. You're thinking, Adam, there's no way these get clicks. There's no way these get a CTR reading at all. If you watch my last video, you'll see that I got a conversion from one of these, which isn't the point, but I got a sale from one of these. And I had somebody running a hook test that I'm working with. Last week, they got a sale from a hook test. If you're watching this, you know who you are. But these work. These work really well, and they're not that expensive. You test 10 hooks at $2 each, that's $20 in spend that could potentially save you hundreds in future ads that are ran. So hooks just like this. This is just a question hook. I suggest you guys do some research on different kinds of hooks, question hooks, logic hooks, stuff like that. Before you even think about selling a product, you should identify a core emotion that you want to hit. Like pick an emotion you want to instill in your site copy and your ads, bridge that gap in the copy, and an ICP or multiple ICPs if you can't decide on one, and write different hooks to speak to each different angle. It's not too hard, it just requires a little bit of strategy, but that is how you're going to start running the ads. I've made infinite amounts of videos on image ads, how I make them, how I run them, actual like legitimate ad testing campaigns, not just hook tests. You can go watch those, but people want me to elaborate a lot on how I make the creatives. This is step one for the creative process. This video is already getting really long. We're at like, I think almost 40 minutes. But step one, run a $20 hook testing campaign, write 10 hooks, $2 each. Every single hook with a CTR above 7%, turn that into a full-fledged ad. It will save you money. You're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your night. Peace.